Hey, this is Dayana Mendoza, and you're watching Comedy Matters TV. Have fun.
I'm Rosanna Scotto, and you're watching Comedy Matters TV.
Very much. I'm Greg Kelly. You're watching Comedy Matters TV, but please switch to Channel 5 right now. Please.
Hi, I'm LuAnn, and you're watching Comedy Matters TV, so please subscribe.
Hi, I'm Olivia Culpo, Miss Universe 2012. You're watching Comedy Matters TV. Don't forget to subscribe.
Hey, it's Jeffrey Gurian here for Comedy Matters TV on the red carpet at Madison Square Garden for the Stand Up for a Cure show benefiting the American Diabetes Association. Jerry Seinfeld's the star. Colin Quinn is here. So many people, Dayana Mendoza, Olivia Culpo, 2 Miss Universes. We've met them both so far. Danny Grimaldi from The Sopranos, Rosanna Scotto, Greg Kelly, Countess LuAnn. A lot of fun people. So stick around and see what happens.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thank
Good.
you.
So this is a very exciting night.
I know. I can't wait. It's a great cause, and you know, I'm very happy to be here and support it.
Do you have a personal connection to the charity of diabetes? Anybody that you know has been affected by it, or are you just doing it out of the goodness of your heart?
Yeah, definitely. My cousin, my uncle, just got diabetes a month ago. He's in Venezuela and he's really struggling trying to get medication. So yeah, it's not an issue that happens only in the United States. It's all over the world. So it is a good thing to do things like this and support and help as much as you can.
Absolutely, it's very good to be able to use your celebrity to bring attention to something that needs so much help.
Whatever you can do.
Mm-hmm. How would you characterize your appearance on Celebrity Apprentice? Was it, now that it's over, was it fun for you or was it stressful?
Oh, it was not fun at all. Oh, was it fun? It was a great experience. Was it fun? No, it was not fun. But I don't regret it. I definitely appreciate all the opportunity that NBC and Mr. Trump especially gave me and how much they believed in me and trusted me. So I'll do it again. Yes.
You would do it. Oh, good.
I'll think so. But no, it was not really like the most fun experience ever. So
it's hard, right?
Yeah.
When you're in a room full of people like that, and on a constant basis, and the personalities sometimes they clash. Some people didn't get you; they didn't understand where you're coming from. You're so sweet.
Well, some people just don't care, and when you don't care, you can't push it. You just gotta let them be the way they are.
Right, and you just be who you are. That's all you can be. Well, that's wonderful. Well, it's so nice to see you.
Thank you so much. Good to see you.
And absolutely great. The last time I saw you, you were in the funniest reporter contest.
I was a bust, wasn't I?
You were hysterical.
I tell you what, I don't know about that. It's like on TV, it's easy. You don't have to look at anybody's facial expression, which conveyed. There were people who were appalled. I think there were people who were embarrassed for me, and they probably are when they watch on TV. But I don't have to deal with it, firsthand. But anyway, what you guys do is.
It's the hardest thing in the world, right?
It's hard, and it's also kind of unhealthy. I mean,
in terms of what?
The hours. You're. What time do you go on? 10:30 at night, and
you're lucky.
Yeah. Right.
2 in the morning.
What's prime time? So I've been watching Louis C.K. though. I've been learning about the lifestyle, and it's a hard life. You know what I mean? But the rewards are
absolutely a hard life.
The rewards are amazing for you guys.
Well, newscasters are good with copy, so they seem to be able to take it. Like, I've been a mentor, a judge or a mentor for the Funniest Reporter contest for years now, and I found that reporters are funnier than I thought they would be, because you guys are used to taking copy and taking it off the page.
Well, some reporters maybe. That's not my.
I thought you were really good.
That's not my. Thank you.
Would you come back and do it again? Do you think?
I don't know, to be honest. I mean, it was. I had to tell you, it was kind of nerve-wracking. It was. Man, it hung over me for about a month.
Really?
Yes. And the material, I did not have faith in the material. You know what I mean? It got a few laughs. You know what I mean? Some stuff was good. Some stuff was flat. I couldn't try it out. And then just before you go on, they're like, if you say anything that offends this group, that group, that group, that group, your employer, so you're within.
Because that came from your employer.
I'm not gonna. Hey, I'm not slamming.
Okay, yeah, okay.
No, look. Hey, they pay me, and they are great people, and I really mean that. So, but you are in. You were. If you're not just representing yourself. You know what I mean?
These days with political correctness, look, comedy should be a healing force. It brings people together. But political correctness sometimes divides people. People are so offended, and comedy is not about that. It's about laughing at each other, at yourself, and at each other. So there's an opportunity there to really bring people together.
Yeah. I'm kind of PC, relatively. You know what I mean? You got to adhere to these things during regular life, but at night, yes, it's fun to, take the pack off.
So are you going to be performing tonight with Jerry?
Yeah, he's warming up for me. Come on.
He's your opening act.
Right.
Listen,
No. Hey,
it was
thank
great
you.
To see you.
See you again.
Good to see you too. The last time I saw you was another charity event at Henry Buell's event for the homeless.
Fun. We had a very nice night that night. We raised a lot of money, hoping to raise a lot of money tonight for diabetes and, of course, specifically helping young children.
It's so nice that you give your time to do these things. That's one of the nice things about celebrity, when you can use that to help raise money for charities and do good work.
And raise awareness. I mean, we're here to raise awareness, and then we get to hang out with Jerry Seinfeld.
And what's better than that, right?
What's better than that?
Colin Quinn.
And Colin Quinn. And, I just felt like there was a lot to relate to, He did a show about nothing, and Good Day New York.
Is the show right?
About nothing.
So you can relate.
We can relate.
And Good Day New York could go into syndication too. You never know.
Good Day New York could go into syndication. You never know.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
Now, have you been touched personally by diabetes?
No. You know what? No. I mean, we've had our share of diseases in our family.
Yes.
Fortunately, diabetes is not one of them. But
it's even more special than that you come to give your time.
Yeah, we're very
for
excited
this. That's
to
so
be
great.
here. We're very excited to be here and excited to raise some money for the organization.
It's so nice to see you again.
Great to see
Thank
you
you so
again.
much.
Can't wait.
Hey, look who I'm here with. My old friend, LuAnn. LuAnn de Lesseps. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm good, Jeffrey. Nice to see you.
Always good to see you. Yeah, we go back a ways.
We do. A long ways.
And we just get younger and younger every year.
Yeah, you're looking good, honey.
You too, baby. You look
that long hair suits you. I like it. Oh, yeah.
Feel free to touch.
Well, and your skin is good, too.
I work on it, man. I definitely work on
Wow.
it. So you're here tonight for diabetes with the big Jerry Seinfeld event, which is
Yes.
incredible.
Super excited. I'm a big Seinfeld fan, so.
You also give a lot of time to charities.
I try to. I'm a nurse, my background, right?
I knew her when she was a nurse.
That's right. Once a nurse, always a nurse. So, I try to do what I can for, cancer, diabetes, the homeless of New York. And so it's a great event, and it's so great that Jerry's out doing this.
You were at the same event that I saw Rosanna Scotto at, the Henry Buell event for the homeless?
Exactly, the ACE partnership for the homeless. Exactly.
So what's on the horizon for you? What are you working on these days?
Well, I'm actually have a line of tableware coming out on QVC May 5th. On a show called In the Kitchen with David on Sunday, so I'm excited about that. And
Who's David?
David is one of the stars of QVC, and whoever goes on his show is lucky because he's so great and a really personable guy. And so I'm excited about that. And, we have a new season coming up, so that's great.
Are you filming it or is it already shot?
We're going to be starting filming soon.
Are we ever going to do a comedy thing together?
I would love that. I would love that. I saw that you worked with Ann Curry.
Sure,
And
absolutely.
I was like, oh my God, I have to call Jeffrey, and because I love to tell jokes. So
You're funny, and I think we should
do something at the Friars Club.
we could definitely do something at the Friars Club.
Because nobody thinks
And we
the
should
Countess
plan
is
it.
funny.
Right, and we should plan it as part of the show.
And I talk about the Countess like it's my hashtag.
Well, you heard that, so we're going to do something. We're going to plan something at the Friars on
Okay.
comedy.
I would love that. I would love to do that.
So great to see you.
You too, honey.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm amazing, absolutely amazing, and I'm glad to be here with you tonight. This is an incredible, exciting evening, don't you think?
It is an exciting evening. I love to laugh, and also, more importantly, I like to be able to help out an important cause. So it's an honor to be here.
Yeah, this is a great cause. Have you ever been touched by diabetes? Anybody that you know affected by diabetes?
Actually, my best friend in high school and she still is my best friend, has diabetes. And it's been interesting growing up with her, knowing more about the disease. I mean, it's Sorry.
Are we in everybody's way?
Yeah, a little bit.
No, we're cool.
Yeah, we're cool. But I have been able to see firsthand that the way that it affects someone's life, and she's had some really scary experiences that I know she has to deal with every day, and there are hundreds and thousands of people that have to do that as well. So it's really great to be able to give back and help.
It's a devastating illness. People don't realize how it affects people. I lost my dad to diabetes, and I know what it can do. So it's wonderful that you give your time. And you're from Rhode Island, is that correct?
Yes, I'm
The smallest state?
the small state with the biggest heart.
With the biggest heart. Is that what they say? Yeah?
Yeah,
That's so
it's the
cool.
truth.
It's so funny how they always talk about Rhode Island as being such a small state, but people could fit into it. It's
I
not
know.
like it's that small that, you
It's
know.
not that small, but we do have an hour time. Like you can get across the state in an hour.
Serious, really?
Yeah, you can do like a 360 in like 2 hours.
But they have streets and buildings and movie theaters. They have things that every other state has. So they're just little.
Beautiful, beautiful ocean. We're the ocean state.
Really?
Yeah, we have beaches. We have the city. We have everything.
Tell me, how has it been being Miss Universe? Has it been as exciting as you thought it would be?
It's really exciting. It's a lot of work, but I'm thrilled.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, it's a beautiful thing. I get to touch a lot of lives with a sash. It's really fun.
Have you ever done stand-up comedy?
I'm not that funny, but
No, but you have a good energy. I bet you could be funny if you tried.
no, I mean, I'm not. I'm more goofy than funny. I mean, I'll leave it to the professionals. I like to laugh. I like to have fun. I'll leave it to the professionals.
Cool. Well, it was so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Really, thanks so much for coming out to support diabetes. Hi. How are you, man? Great to see you. Wow. So nice. Good. Let's talk for a minute. Come here. Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Come here. I'm here with my buddy, Danny Grimaldi. How are you, Dan?
I'm terrific. I'm terrific. How are you, Jeff?
I'm great.
Oh, great.
I'm great.
It's good to see you. You look wonderful.
And you too,
You
as
get
always.
younger every day.
Say that into the camera.
He gets younger every day. He's on top of comedy. There's nobody in New York that knows comedy better than Jeffrey.
Oh, thank you, Dan. That's so kind of you. Wow.
We're both friars.
We're both friars.
Yes.
And we're old friends,
Yes,
man. From
terrific friends.
from the days of Six Goombas and a Wannabe.
Six Goombas and a Wannabe, 2001, one of the great plays, off-Broadway plays in New York.
And I was the wannabe.
He was the wannabe. It was six Italians and a Jew, and Jeff was the wannabe. I was one of the Italians.
We tried me being one of the Italians, but it worked better with me being the Jew. Right? That's funny. That how
Terrific.
it worked out that
Oh,
way.
yeah, wonderful.
And then you played a double part on The Sopranos.
Yes.
You were your own brother.
I was Patsy and Philly Parisi. I was twins. Great time, great show. One of the best show in
Unbelievable.
TV history. Yeah,
I think so, for sure.
David Chase was a genius. Created a great show, and it was what a run. I just wish it would have lasted another 5-10 years.
It could have. It definitely could have.
Well, I think the standards were high, and we kept them high, and it was time to leave.
Well,
Yeah,
it's good to go out on top.
that's right, and I think
Right.
that's what David wanted to do.
But the way people talk about The Godfather as being the greatest movie ever made, I think The Sopranos was probably the greatest TV show.
You know, we're in the Hall of Fame.
Really?
You know, yeah. We're just. It was a great show. The writing was incredible. The writers were wonderful. I mean, the evidence of how good the writers are is Matt Weiner's on Mad Men, Terry Winters doing Boardwalk Empire,
Empire,
Robin Green and Mitch. I forget Mitch's last name. That's terrible. Robin and Mitch did Blue Bloods. So we have 3 Soprano writers who have created 3 wonderful television shows. But The Sopranos was the greatest of all. It's the
Absolutely.
godfather of all
Godfather
TV
of all
movies.
TV movies,
It
for
is.
sure,
It really
for
is.
sure. And how did you happen to wind up here tonight? Do you have a connection to diabetes?
Antonio Coppola is a dear friend of mine, and he's one of the vice presidents of the Diabetes Association, and of course it's dear to my heart. We all have family members. I had my mother and my aunt and my uncle had diabetes.
And I lost my dad to diabetes. It's a terrible.
And you know, I used to do juvenile diabetes with Lee Mazzilli back in the day, back in this the 80s and 90s. So it's a disease that affects children as well as it affects adults. So anything I can do to help, it makes me feel good.
That's so nice. Well, it was so great to see you, as always. As always.
See, I turned you away from the camera, you see?
No, that's good. It's Jeffrey Gurian here for Comedy Matters TV at Madison Square Garden, and I'm here with Carly Rose Sonenclar, right?
Hi, yes.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, great. Are you sure you're only 13?
I am.
How did that happen?
I'm almost 14.
Oh, well, that makes a big difference. That's cool.
What's today? Is today the 16th?
Yeah.
I turned 14 on the 20th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So have you been singing since you're like a little bitty girl?
Since I was 2.
Really?
Yeah.
What a gift. That is amazing to be singing since you're 2. It's very rare, you know.
Yeah. I've just always loved it, so I kept going with it.
When you were on the X Factor, did you get nervous knowing that you were facing so many millions of people on screen?
It was nerve-wracking, like mostly for the first show. Then after that, I kind of forgot about it, or at least I tried to. So yeah, but definitely for the first show, I was kind of wondering what I got myself into.
Is anybody else in your family musically inclined?
Yeah, I mean, my brother plays the drums and guitar, and he sings a little bit.
How about your parents? Are they musical?
I mean, musical in the sense, like, my dad has a really good taste in music, but he doesn't, like...
Not a performer.
No, he's not a performer. No.
So I understand that you're doing a concert for Stand Up for a Cure, because they sent me, like, an email telling me about that. It's coming up in August, I think, right?
Yeah, August 10th. I have a concert for Stand Up for a Cure at the Best Buy Theater.
Where is the Best Buy Theater?
Well, it is near.
You better
where
find
Phantom
out
of the
before you
Opera
go.
Is. You know where Phantom of the Opera?
So it's in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's right over there. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you don't know where the theater is, you're going to have a hard time getting there.
Yeah, I'll miss the concert.
Right.
So.
And people will be sitting there waiting, like, where is she? And
I'll
be
just
wandering
walking
around
the city.
Right, saying,
Yeah.
Where's the Best Buy Theater? This is so cool.
Yeah.
So, are you a big comedy fan?
Yeah. I like comedy.
Have you seen Jerry Seinfeld perform before?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen his show a couple times. A lot of people say my dad looks like him, so I've heard about him. Yeah. Yeah.
It should be a really funny show, and Colin Quinn is also very funny. You ever see Colin perform?
I don't think so. The name sounds familiar.
You're gonna love it. Yeah, he's been around for a while, and he's a very funny guy. Well, it was great to meet you.
Yes, you too.
Really, and I wish you lots of luck with your career.
I appreciate it. Thank
too.
you.
So I'm here with Sasha Cohen, Olympic ice skater, right?
Yes, Olympic silver medalist.
Did you skate over here today?
Not today. They haven't had an ice skating event here in, I think, almost 10 years. But I did that.
But you had in the past?
Yes, I've been here a couple times.
I
Yeah.
was just being silly, like asking you if you skated over here.
We've been through pretty much every arena in America. I know the inside of every arena.
But it's an interesting form of transportation. If you just skated everywhere you went, that would be very bizarre.
It would be faster than walking. Sometimes I miss that.
So, how are you connected to the event tonight? Are you here just to support, or have you been touched? Do you know somebody that has diabetes?
Actually, I have some close family members that died of diabetes, and I think it's just something that affects everyone's life, and it's just really such a prominent problem nowadays. And of course, I'm a big fan of Jerry's, and it's a great cause to come out and support, and really excited to see such a great turnout.
Yeah, it touches so many people. People don't realize what a devastating illness it is. I know I lost my dad to diabetes also. So it's just great that people come out and lend their support for something like that. And it's great that you're here.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. I really appreciate it.
Very nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. So your character is Kendall Hart, is that correct?
Yes. Well, she was Kendall Hart. She's now, well, she still is, but we're waiting to see what happens with her.
Really?
Yes.
Now, how long have you been on the show?
10 years.
Wow.
10 years. And then it went off the air, and now it's coming back in another form online through Hulu and Canada. So I did a little cameo appearance, and we're sort of waiting to see what happens with it all. So
Well, that's very exciting.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that things can come back again the way there are so many platforms of entertainment these days that even if it's not in one arena, it's in another.
right, exactly. Like one door closes, the other opens. Social media, internet, online, cable. So we're lucky that we have all of these outlets.
First of all, that's a fabulous color green that you're wearing.
Thank you. I wear green a lot.
Green is the color of the heart chakra. Did you know that?
I did know that. I know my chakras. I do.
Good girl.
I know my chakras. I love green. I love purple too.
Yeah, and only certain women can wear green that well, so I commend you.
Oh, thank you. Women who are pale like me.
It works. You make it work.
Thank you. Thank you.
How old is that show, All My Children?
Gosh, All My Children's been on for, I want to say 42 years. At least 42 years.
Is that the show that Eileen Fulton was on?
Wait, Eileen
Fulton was on a show for like 40 years. Was it All My Children?
No, because I think I should know that. There's Eileen Hurley. different.
In Fulton,
I would know.
We were on Robin Leach's show together many years ago, Fame, Fortune, and Romance. I was her date, and I'm trying to remember the show. She was on for 40 years.
That's insane. I mean, God bless her. I feel like maybe it's another one. Unless I have my facts wrong.
Maybe One Life to Live. I don't know. There were so many.
You know what?
There
is an Eileen on One Life to Live, but there was even one on As the World Turns.
As the World Turns.
That's right?
That's it.
I knew I would get one.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I used to be in the soap opera digest. There's nobody more loyal than soap opera fans.
No, soap opera fans are the most loyal fans. I mean, anywhere you go, they greet you with such love, and any project that you're working on, they support you. So I'm lucky that I have such great fans.
Do you do Twitter? Do you have?
I tweet like a wild woman. Yeah.
So you must have lots of followers on Twitter.
I'm rather new to Twitter, almost a year, but so far they've been great.
Well, I will make sure to follow you on Twitter.
@ Alicia _Minshew. You follow me, I'll follow you.
Okay, sounds good. Absolutely. Yeah. We'll tweet to each other. That'll be perfect.
Yeah, great.
So, how did you happen to come tonight?
Well, I have a very dear friend of mine who has diabetes, who he has for years, and he was telling me about this event and said, you have to go to this, and then Jerry Seinfeld, and I'm like, I'm in. Say no more. That's it. I support my friend. I love good comedy.
You're a big comedy fan?
Big comedy fan. So is my husband. Big New York comedy fan. So it's a nice mix between that and, being here for a friend of mine. It's kind of a good mix.
It's just nice when people come out to support, when they lend their celebrity to create attention for a good cause, which is a wonderful thing.
Exactly. It's not just about us laughing. It's about us laughing for helping people. So, and one happens to be a friend of mine. So I'm lucky, and I get to laugh with my husband.
Yes,
so
exactly. How nice is that?
Yeah, it's a good night out.
Well, it was so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. Over here, please. Again, thank you.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
We've been waiting for you.
Why?
Well, because we didn't want to start the show till you got here.
Oh, yeah, right.
Absolutely.
Hi, it's Sasha Cohen, and you're watching Comedy Matters TV. Please subscribe.
Hey, it's Carly Rose Sonenclar, and you're watching Comedy Matters TV. Please subscribe.
This is Danny Grimaldi. We're watching Comedy Matters TV. Would you please subscribe? It's a great show. And Jeffrey is a terrific comedian and writer and just a historian of all things that are comic in New York.
Hello, it's Alicia Minshew, and you are watching Comedy Matters TV. Please subscribe, would you please? Please.